The Arizona desert, a vast, unforgiving expanse of red earth and piercing blue sky. At the crack of dawn, long before the sun bakes the ground, a team of construction workers is already on site. Their project, laying the foundation for a new development, turning this barren land into a place people can call home. The air is still, broken only by the rhythmic scrape of shovels against sand and rock. It's tough, repetitive work, but today something will break the monotony. One of the workers, a guy named Dave, feels his shovel strike something hard, not a rock. It's a dull metallic thud. He calls over his crewmate, and together they start digging around the object. Slowly, a shape begins to emerge from the packed earth. It's a box. A rusted, heavy-looking metal box, the kind you see in old westerns. It's locked tight, its surface pitted and scarred by decades spent buried beneath the desert floor. What could be inside? Gold? Old documents? The lost treasure of some long-forgotten outlaw? The crew gathers around, their curiosity overriding the morning chill. The possibilities race through their minds, each more exciting than the last. This could be it, the discovery of a lifetime. Just as one of them reaches out to try and pry it open, a sound freezes them in their tracks. A dry, rattling buzz that sends a shiver down everyone's spine. Coiled right on top of the box, camouflaged perfectly against the rust and sand, is its guardian. A western diamondback rattlesnake, its tail vibrating a clear and deadly warning. Its head is raised, its black eyes fixed on the intruders, its forked tongue tasting the air. The suspense is unbearable. The treasure, if that's what it is protected by one of the desert's most formidable creatures. The workers back away slowly, their dreams of riches replaced by a very real and immediate danger. The snake holds its ground, the silent king of its dusty throne. Now, the crew faces a dilemma. How do they get to the box without provoking a strike? Do they call animal control and risk drawing unwanted attention to their find? Or do they try to deal with the snake themselves? The sun climbs higher, casting long shadows across the sand. The box remains a mystery, its contents a secret, guarded by the rattling sentry of the Arizona desert. What would you do in this situation? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to follow for updates on what happens next. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got a story that will have you on the edge of your seat. It all started on a seemingly normal day at a construction site. A group of workers stumbled upon a large, mysterious wooden box just sitting there. Naturally, their curiosity got the better of them. What could be inside? Old tools, forgotten supplies. They decided to move it. But as they got closer, they heard it. A strange, chilling sound coming from within. Every time they tried to move it, the snake hissed like a warning. They cautiously approached, and that's when they saw it. A huge rattlesnake, coiled up and defensive. It rattled its tail and hissed loudly, making it crystal clear that it did not want to be disturbed. One worker took a step back, shaking his head in disbelief. They were completely stumped. They couldn't just leave a venomous snake there, but getting it out was a risky business. They knew they needed help, so they made a call to a local animal rescue team. When the experts arrived, they saw the situation was even more complicated than they thought. The snake wasn't just big. It was enormous. And it wasn't alone. As they carefully opened the box, they discovered not one, but a whole family of rattlesnakes nestled inside. It was a mother snake protecting her young. This explained her aggressive behavior. She was just being a protective mom. The rescue team knew they had to be extremely careful. Using specialized tools and years of experience, they began the delicate process of safely removing the snakes one by one. The mother snake watched their every move, her rattle a constant, tense hum in the background. It was a nerve-wracking process, but the team worked with incredible precision and respect for the animals. They carefully placed each snake into secure containers. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the box was empty. The entire snake family was safe. The workers breathed a huge sigh of relief, grateful that no one human or snake was harmed. The rescue team then transported the snake family to a safe, remote location, far from any human activity, and released them back into the wild where they belonged. It was a happy ending for everyone. A perfect example of how humans and wildlife can coexist if we just show a little patience and understanding. What an incredible rescue. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing animal encounters. See you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back. You won't believe what happened. Just as we were about to get closer to this mysterious box, a huge rattlesnake decided to make it its new home. Seriously, it coiled up right on top, and there was no way we were getting near it. Our hearts were pounding. We had to call in the professionals for this one. So after a tense wait, 2 desert wildlife experts finally arrived. These guys were the real deal, fully equipped with tongs, hooks, and secure containers. They approached the situation so calmly, it was amazing to watch. They told us to stand back while they carefully assessed the snake. It was a big one, definitely not something you want to mess with. One of the experts used the long tongs to gently nudge the snake, while the other had a hook ready. With incredible precision, they managed to coax the snake off the box and into a special container. It was a huge relief for all of us, and a big thank you to those experts for handling it so professionally and ensuring the snake was safe. Once the coast was clear, it was finally time to tackle the box itself. The moment we've all been waiting for. We grabbed our shovels and started clearing the remaining sand away. The crew and I slowly, carefully began to lift the box. It was heavier than any of us expected, and took all our strength to pull it free from its sandy grave. As it came out, we got our first real look. This thing is old. I mean, really old. The metal is covered in rust, and you can see these deep scratches all over the surface, like something was trying to get in or out. And check this out, the lock. It's a heavy, rusted-shut padlock. What could possibly be inside that someone wanted to keep so securely hidden out here in the middle of nowhere? The suspense is absolutely killing me. We're going to try and get it open in the next video, so make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. You do not want to miss this. Thanks for watching. Have you ever felt a chill run down your spine for no reason? A sudden, creeping dread that you're not alone, even when the room is empty? What if that feeling wasn't just your imagination? What if it was real? I recently came into possession of this old weathered box. I found it tucked away in the attic of a house that's been abandoned for decades. There were whispers in town, stories about the family who lived there, but no one ever said what truly happened. They just vanished. The box is heavy, sealed tight by time and rust. I can't shake the feeling that whatever's inside wasn't meant to be found, but curiosity is a powerful thing, isn't it? Let's see what secrets it holds. Inside, it's packed with personal effects. An old diary, its leather cover cracked and worn. A faded map, covered in strange symbols and red circles marking locations deep in the woods. There's a family photo, black and white, their faces smiling, but their eyes look haunted. And this small slip of paper, it just says, "Bury it deep." The diary belonged to a man named Arthur. He was the father in the photograph. As I flip through the pages, his handwriting gets more and more frantic. He believed something was following him, not a person, something ancient, something that wasn't from our world. He writes about a presence that lurked in the shadows of his home, a whisper on the wind that drove him to the edge of madness. He says it fed on fear. According to his entries, it all started after he found something on one of his expeditions. The map. He thought he'd discovered a piece of local history, But he'd actually stumbled upon something that should have stayed buried. The red circles aren't locations of treasure. They're warnings, places where the veil between our world and somewhere else is thin. Arthur writes that the entity attached itself to him, to his family. It wanted what he had found. Or maybe it just wanted them. The final entry is almost illegible. It's a desperate scrawl, he writes. It's in the house. It knows our names. We have to hide it. We have to bury it deep before it takes us all. That was the last thing he ever wrote. The next page is blank. So what do I do now? Do I heed the warning and bury this box again, letting its secrets lie? Or do I follow the map and see what Arthur was so terrified of? I feel like just by opening this, I've invited something into my own life. Let me know what you think I should do in the comments. And make sure you're subscribed because I have a feeling this story is far from over. Thanks for watching. The words on the last page of the diary are barely legible, scrawled in a frantic hand. If someone finds this, the guardian will stop you. My heart pounds against my ribs. What guardian? We've been documenting the decay of the Blackwood Manor for weeks now, and this is the first time we found anything personal, anything that hints at why this place was so abruptly abandoned. The diary belonged to a young woman named Alara, the last resident. Her entries started normal enough notes about the gardens, complaints about the weather. But as the pages turn, the tone shifts. It becomes fearful, paranoid. She writes about a presence, a shadow that moves in the corner of her eye, a cold spot that follows her from room to room. She calls it the guardian. At first, we dismissed it as the ramblings of a troubled mind, a product of isolation. But the more we explored, the more we started to feel it too. Doors creaking open on their own, whispers on the audio recordings that weren't there when we were filming, and the constant unnerving feeling of being watched. The local legends always spoke of a protector spirit bound to the manor, but no one ever took them seriously, until now. This diary changes everything. It's not just a story. It's a warning. The final entry is dated the day the entire family vanished without a trace. The words aren't just a plea, they're a prophecy. The guardian will stop you. We exchanged looks, the air thick with a silent understanding. We weren't just exploring an old house anymore. We were trespassing on something ancient, something that didn't want its secrets revealed. The temperature in the room drops, and a low, guttural sound echoes from the hallway, like stone grinding against stone. It's closer now. Whatever the guardian is, I think it knows we found Alara's message. And I don't think it wants us to leave. What do? We have to share this story, but I'm not sure we'll get the chance. We'll keep the cameras rolling as long as we can. Don't forget to follow for the next part of this investigation. You won't believe what happens next. They say some places are best left undisturbed, that some doors should never be opened, but we couldn't resist. Deep in the Amazon, our team followed whispers of a forgotten temple, a place rumored to hold the secrets of a civilization lost to time. For weeks, we navigated treacherous rivers and dense, unforgiving jungle. Local legends spoke of a guardian, a creature of immense power, but we dismissed it as folklore. Then we found it. A stone structure swallowed by the jungle, its entrance sealed by a massive, intricately carved box. This wasn't just a discovery. It was the find of a lifetime. As we approached, a shadow moved. A colossal serpent, its scales shimmering like emeralds, emerged from the overgrowth. It wasn't just big. It was ancient, a living relic from a bygone era. It coiled itself atop the box, its head raised, tasting the air. It was a silent, clear warning. We set up camp, our excitement battling a growing sense of dread. Every day, the snake watched, unmoving, its presence a heavy weight on our expedition. Was it protecting treasure, or was it imprisoning something? We had to know what was inside. One morning, under the cover of a dense fog, We made our move. Two of our bravest members, armed with specially designed tools, crept towards the box. They worked frantically, the sounds of their tools echoing unnervingly in the quiet jungle. The snake, sensing the disturbance, stirred. It uncoiled with terrifying speed, its massive body a blur of green and gold. It struck, not at the men, but at the ground beside them, a thunderous impact that shook the earth. It was a final, undeniable warning. They scrambled back, their faces pale with terror. Defeated, we packed our gear. The jungle felt different now, alive and hostile. As our boat pulled away, we saw the serpent slither back, coiling itself once more upon the box, a timeless sentinel resuming its watch. A glint of ancient intelligence flashed in its eye as it stared directly at our camera. The Guardian protects a secret the world was never meant to uncover. We failed to open the box, but perhaps we were the lucky ones. What do you think was inside? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.